Hi Aquarius, this is Gypsy Spirit here with you, ready to give you your tarot reading for January 20th through the 27th and year 2024. And just to let you know, this is a general reading. Some of it may resonate with you, some of it may not. What resonates with you, hang on to if you wish. If what doesn't resonate, just let it go. If you want your own personal tarot reading, you can get that. I'll give you more instructions and details on that at the end of the video. Let me just say that I am using a relatively new deck of cards. I have lots of cards, and this morning I was led to use these cards in doing the readings today. These cards come from, they were gifted to me about 2 or 3 months ago. I was at Barnes & Noble's with my aunt, and she decided she wanted to have a tarot reading. And so she gave me some money, and I went and bought some tarot cards, and I've only used these cards 2 times. They're very simple cards, so it doesn't take a mad rocket scientist to figure them out. But like I said, I was led to use them this morning, and I've gotten some really good readings through all the other zodiac signs. So anyway, we are going to hear that buzzing noise again. That is my dryer, as my son is drying some of his clothes. But let's go ahead and get started, because there is like some major stuff going on with you, Aquarius. You've got 3 major arcana cards. The first one is the Tower card. I'm not going to say it's the worst card in the deck. But the Tower card, honey, massive breakdown, massive breakdown, a shit show going on all around you, and you are right in the center of it. But let me just say this about the Tower card. Yeah, it could mean that you're having a complete meltdown, angry, just wanting to like rip somebody's eyeballs out if you could, just like I said, a complete meltdown. But this has to happen, okay? There's been some energy that you've been carrying around that's been very heavy. It's been weighing you down for a really long time. I don't know what it is. Again, this is a general reading, so you pick your story. It could be a relationship, friendship, a job, money. Again, pick your story. But whatever it is that's held you down for so long, fear and a lot of anxiety over a situation, this meltdown you have to have, because you got to clear out the old energy so that you can have this new energy that the universe is trying to help you with. But you got to have the meltdown first to clear out the energy. By having meltdowns, we tend to, we're kind of pushed in a situation where we're pushed up against a wall, where we have no choice but to look and evaluate the situation that we're in. And I guess it's universe's way of telling you, well, you know, I've tried to help you see things and do things a different way, and you've been thinking that you're in control and you're going to do it your way. Well, you know, you have to have a meltdown. I'll give you a good example. I was involved in a relationship about, I don't know, it was like 8 years ago, 9 years ago. And I lived with this person for 2.5 years. And in the very beginning of the relationship, I saw red flags. It was like the universe telling me that I needed to get out, that this was not a relationship that I needed to be in. I had red flags before I even went out with this guy, but I ignored them, and I continued to ignore the red flags. Once I moved in, I just felt that I was supposed to move out. We were not supposed to be together. But at the same time, there was also a comfort zone. I was in a comfort zone with this person as well. And I mean, I had friends offering to come help me move out. You know, universe kept telling me, you got to get out of here, and I kept ignoring it. And it finally got to a point where it got really ugly at the end of the relationship. It got to a point where really terrible things happened. And I could have very easily gone to jail, but I didn't. And I just, what I'm trying to tell you here is there's this energy or whatever it is that you're hanging on to, and universe is trying to tell you to free yourself of this energy, but for some reason you're not listening, and so in order to free you, the universe has to put some obstacles in your way so that you can have this meltdown. And it's almost kind of like, in a way, universe is like in my situation with the guy that I was living with. It was like universe kind of said to me in the very end, like, well, I tried to give you the easy way out. I put friends in front of you to help you move out, and you still said no. You would not move out. And so, the universe kind of had to back me up into a wall to the point where I had to cave and have a meltdown, and I did. So, with that being said, I feel like there's some sort of a meltdown that you're having to go through, and the reason why is because you've ignored all the red flags, and the universe has a new direction that it wants to take you. But in order to get you there, you have to clear out some shit that you've been hanging on to. I'll just be very blunt with you. But here you go. Your flower card is a lavender card, and it talks about anxiety. Calm your nerves, and you'll be able to hear the voice of your angels. So right now, you're so wrapped up and consumed in this situation, whatever it is, that you're not even really able to think clearly, because you're just, this meltdown has, like, this energy, whatever, has like got you, like choking you, and you've got to calm down. You've got to stop and listen to your angels. Calm down, spend some time in meditation, spend some time in prayer. I see the next card is the Hanged Man upside down. Yeah, you are just beside yourself right now. You're not allowing yourself, you've got to allow yourself to pull away from the situation and get some sound advice. Spend some time, like I said, in meditation. Go get some spiritual cleansing. Go get a chakra alignment or do something. And the problem right now is that it's almost like you know what you need to do. But you're afraid. You're afraid to move forward. You're afraid to let go of whatever energy that's been holding you down, because guess what? When you let go of that energy, something new comes along, and you're stepping into the unknown, just like this, our map card is showing. This is your oracle map card, stepping into the unknown blindfolded. So as long as you can stay in a comfort zone, no matter how uncomfortable it is, it keeps you from having to move forward and facing the unknown, what's scary out there. Speaking of the guy that I told you that I lived with, I do recall I was doing some energy work. This woman had a holistic healing business, and she would rent out rooms to healers, and I rented a room from her. And one day I was sitting down talking to her, and we were talking about my situation living with an alcoholic boyfriend, and I was telling her some of the things that were going on. And she said to me, "You've got to get out." Again, the universe kept putting people in front of me, warning me that I needed to get out. And And she said, you got to get out of there. I said, well, I can't because I don't have any money. I don't have a means of supporting myself right now. She said, you got to take the first step and universe will take care of the rest. And I didn't listen to her. So again, universe backed me up into a situation where I absolutely had no choice but to take the first step. So with that being said, I feel that you're in that same situation, not willing to take that leap of faith, that step of faith out of fear of the unknown. And that fear of the unknown is what's also causing anxiety, because it's like, deep in your heart, and you may have had red flags or people come to you to try to help you, as people came to me to try to help me, to help you move yourself onto higher ground, and we're not willing to take that step. But with that being said, it also creates that fear of anxiety. And, if you've got to take that step, that leap of faith, of course you're stepping into the unknown. Of course you are. But you also, this is going to make you stronger. How do you know that by taking that step, it's not going to bring you into something much bigger and better? And let me tell you, when I finally did leave, I said earlier that I didn't have a way to, any means of making money. I didn't have any money to live on my own. All of a sudden, I started getting all these jobs. And I had money. I was able to find my own place, get my son. I was taking care of myself and my son. I had a good job. I was making plenty of money. And I would have never had that had I had stayed where I was. Had I continued to hang on to that energy, I would not have given those new opportunities. So what I'm trying to tell you is that you've got to remove yourself from this situation that you have been in so that you can get on higher ground and have more clarity in your life. I want to, I have two other cards. I'm going to go to the next card, which is also, like I said, you've got three major cards here. The next one is the three major arcana cards is what I was trying to say. The next one is the Justice, and is in reverse. And hell yeah, I mean, you are pissed as pissed can be, wanting justice for whatever the situation is, however you've been treated by somebody or situation. You're very angry that the situation is not falling into place like you would like for it to. Perhaps maybe there's a legal issue going on. It's not going in your favor as you want. Or, a job situation or a relationship. Again, this is a general reading. You got to pick your story. But whatever the case may be, is you are hanging on to the anger, the anxiety, the fear, and you're having to, right now, honey, this week, you're going through a massive breakdown. Okay, I'm just going to tell you, I mean, it is a shit show, but it's your shit show, and you will come out of it. I do have good news for you. You have Archangel Uriel, okay? He is saying your emotions are healing, which enables you to open to a greater love. I will help you release anger and unforgiveness from your heart and mind. And so this is the first step, just trusting and believing in yourself, and just trusting and believing in the universe that whatever the situation is, you needed to be in the situation so that you could learn something from it. But if you allow yourself to let go of the anxiety and trust, move into the unknown, you will be amazed. And I will tell you that, yeah, I look back at that 2.5 years that I spent with this guy, and it took me many years to understand why I needed to be with him, why I was with him, and the lessons that I needed to learn so that I could rise and evolve to a much higher level. I am nowhere the woman that I was back when I met him. And if I were to meet him or somebody else like him today, I wouldn't give them the time of day. Because first I've learned to listen to those red flags, but I had to go through that to learn that. So you're going through the same thing too, my dear Aquarius. So just hang in there and know that you're taken care of, and don't be afraid to trust the unknown. Take that leap of faith, okay? And again, if you want your own personal reading, you can go down to my website, down to the box below. It has my website listed. You can go to my website and it'll give you instructions on how to get a reading. If you have a comment or a question, feel free to put it in the box. I always respond. And if you like this video, hit the like button. If you'd like to subscribe to my channel for more videos, please hit the subscribe button. I will see you next week, and just hang in there because you're going to make it through. Okay, Aquarius? Bye-bye.